I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stain it in this video, and the reason being is I want to see what it looks like. Even though I have filler on the inside, I want to see what the stain looks like. And I feel like if I start painting it, I'm going to have paint everywhere, so I have to cover up all the vehicle. If I stain it, I can just do it with a rag. So I'm going to tie this down here first, or make a little piece of wood, go down here and tie that down. So this is held down and the roof is completed to be held down. Also, I have to figure out if I want a back window or not, and I think I do want a back window, so I have to put a couple studs in here for the back window to go in. So we'll do that, we'll get it stained, and so on and so forth. Welcome back, I'm your man, Bad Chad, and Queen Jolene's on the camera. So this is what I've done. I got a couple pieces of the square stock where Fina's standing. I just cut some off of that, and I just drilled a couple holes in it like before, and I'm gonna glue them, or put some glue on them, and then I'm gonna put them on. Let's do it. I appreciate everybody coming back. I really appreciate it. And the reason we're on this roof again is because I'm not finished yet, and we're going to take you through the full process. So maybe if you want to do it, you can also do it, just like I'm doing it. You can so. It's not really something that no one else can do, because wood's used on houses, it's used on decks, it's used basically everywhere. It's used on 36 Chevs, it's used on 34 Chevs, it's used on MGBs, it's used on MGA, it's used on Jolene's Bugatti. People are worried about the wood going somewhere. You have to remember, all kinds of cars have wood in them. So this is nothing new what I'm doing. I'm just taking from what they did and I'm doing it my way. So I'm taking what someone else has did and doing it my way. I'm going to put a drill bit in that. I've got them drilled already, so they're countersunk. Let's do it. And then what we'll do is we'll pop the roof off, put the back window in, and we'll go from there. Now what am I doing? Let's do this. Let's put the drill bit in the drill. Oh, I got these pieces all drilled, so now all I need is a pilot hole for the drill. And then we will be connected in the back, and we will have everything we need to hold the roof down. The front is already done, but the back is not. Put the glue inside here. Had to put it back on to see where the brackets go, and that's what I had to do. We'll go this side first because this is the one I got. Have I got everything? Yes. I'm just going to take... gotta be careful getting in here. Also, there's going to be a moment of truth putting the seat in. And what I mean by the moment of truth putting the seat in, I have to know if the seat is good with the roof. Now, basically, that's all I'm doing. Just going to put that in there like that. I can put a screw in that with a washer, or I can drill a hole in it and put a bolt in it. I can basically do anything I want there. But what I do want to know is I want to know when I knock that off, is it going to affect this? And I will find that out as we do it. I'm just going to put a spot there. Oh. That's what I want to do. I want to get in here a little bit better. Got a blanket holding me. Hard to believe that blanket's holding me down, but it is. I know. I want to get that in there halfway decent straight also. It's going to make a mark to know where to drill the hole. Do this. Stay with us because we're going to stain this roof and make it look good. I thought I was going to paint it, changed my mind. If nothing else, you know that you can change your mind anytime you want to, because I do. That's what I do. I need a bit of glue. Nope, don't need the glue yet. Got some glue going in the car. Don't need it yet. I should drill both holes probably, or I can drill one after I put the screw in, I guess. No, let's glue it on. Put a little glue on the back side of this bad boy. My good old buddy Derek showed me how to do the woodwork. He said he might give me a job someday. Yeah. Got a screw there. Now I got to get my other driver to do that. Never thought about that. Got to get my driver to put that in. we picked. Oh, I guess you'll have to stay with us to see what color we picked for the stain. I guess that's one way to make you watch the video. Have to wait and see what color we picked. And I count on Jolene for that sort of stuff. And I really do. I count on her for all that stuff because she has good taste. Look at me. I don't know about that or not, but it is what it is. Put that on there like that. I'm feeling like this should be good to hold it down. Nice. Now I can move that either way. Move it a little bit. I can do anything with that. I can drill a hole in that. I can put a screw in that. I can put whatever I want. Let's do this. Let's drill another hole in it. See if that's long enough for the screw to go all the way through. Yeah, all kinds. All kinds. Now, if that's connected, there's no way the back can be picked up, and I feel like this is the easiest spot. Sometimes the easiest place to go is where I like it. Too easy. I did not want to complicate that, but in my brain I was complicating it because I couldn't decide whether I wanted metal or I wanted wood. And why not wood? Like, why not wood? Wood is just as good as anything else. They use it every day in cars, and they still use it, I think. A Morgan still today is wood. And a Morgan is a car from England, I think. And there's people out there that'll tell me right if I'm right or if I'm wrong. And that's okay. This one here, let's get a hole going. Take a look at the other side, see what that one looks like. All right. Hole. Do it with my left hand. Do the exact same process. Put a little glue on the back of it. Put that on there. I didn't want to rub that glue. Come on, Chetty. Don't want that glue everywhere. I shouldn't have done that, but I did. Let's just sand that off quickly, I will. Where's my hole at? Where's my hole at? Nice. Now I can move it a little bit. Just want to move it a little bit. I want to get rid of that glue down the side. Let's drill another hole. Is that all the way in there where I want it? There we go. That's better. A lot of good people on the page. I want to thank the good people on the page. Sometimes I don't thank you enough, to be honest with you. Sometimes I don't thank you enough. The good people, that is, thank you very much. We've got a bunch of packages that we've gotten over time. We have not opened them yet, but we will. And then we'll show everybody what people have sent. And there's a lot of good people out there, that's for sure. So that's how I feel like it's going to be held down. I can drill a hole in that. I can put a screw in that. I can do anything I want with that. Once that's glued down, held tight and right, I think it's going to be awesome. Now, let's pull this bad boy off. Okay, let's pull it off. And we got two pieces I want to put in for the back window. And then we'll go for it. And with the back window, I wasn't ready. I couldn't decide how I was going to do the back window, but basically I just want to do it the easiest way, and I'm just going to stud it up, and then I'll deal with it after. Like, we'll deal with it after. There we go. Do you want to help me take this off, sweetie pie? Okay, I'll shut the door.
Oh, the cord's there.
Move this stuff. We still need it, that's for sure. We'll get this stuff moved. I got it sanded pretty decent. I just used an 80 grit on the DA and sanded that off the best I could and got it the flattest as I could for what I think I'm doing. So we're going to stud up the back window. You can see how I just popped that off, just easy peasy lemon squeezy. And it's very light. Now we got our pieces on exactly where they need to go to put the roof back on. Jolene's got one hand in the camera. That's all it took. I'm just going to lay that like that. Going to pull these jack stands in place. That's okay. Set this like so. Get some jack stands in the back. We'll do the exact same thing. Hello, Vina. You old fox hunter, you. Huh? She'd be a good dog for back in the day when they chased the fox. They used to use hounds, I think. But Vina knows how to chase a fox. Don't you, sweetheart? Huh? Vina knows how to chase a fox. So knock that off. Now, I'm going to find center. Tape measure. I'll count on Jolene for center. Find center. 4 feet. That's pretty easy. I can get that one. There's center. How big a window do you want in the back, sweetheart? Foot? 16? 16 looks good, don't it? That size?
Sure.
And what was your question? You want it bigger? Like, you want a bigger window? Like, 16, it seems good to me. Like, from there to there, seems like a good window. Couldn't make up my mind yesterday, or couldn't make up my mind what I wanted to do. Because you can buy a mail slot window. What I mean by mail slot is just a thin window. But let's face it, I'm making the roof. Why would I not make the back window? Like, it only makes sense. And it gives me, just make sure, I'm going to make sure, 8, 16. And it gives me a good sized back window. But you can buy it, but why buy it when you can make it? And that's what this show is all about. I would think I'm doing it as cheap as possible for the amount of money that you can. Now, I'm going to cut these off. What am I going to do here now? Just cut them off along, and then I can put the angle on them after. So I'm going to cut to that length. You can tell the saw is dull because it rips the wood like that. I don't like that, but there's not much I can do with it. Not much I can do about it. I haven't got Derek's saw. Maybe I'm going too fast, I don't know. But I don't like that. But it is what it is. That's how it goes. I'm going to get I had a ruler here, or a paint stick. Oh yeah, I have to do...
Is it possible to make it longer?
It is.
Like maybe 20 inches? Like just add 2 inches on each side? I just feel like it would be longer and sleeker.
Jolene wants me to add some inches to it. She wants a longer, sleeker window. And so if I can, and it makes her happy, that's what I'm going to do. Just for you, Jolene. Mm-hmm. Jolene just made a call, just like that. So, that's actually, I'm gonna get this bad boy. It don't look like it's a bad cut there, to be honest with you. I'm going to. I'll put it up here. Hold that there. See if I can do it all. Not,
Do you want me to hold the roller?
nope. If I can't hold it, I shouldn't be doing it. That's what I'm thinking. Now, that didn't leave me much, did it? Let's try it. I got another piece there if I... Where's the other piece? I got another little piece there if it's not... Well, then again. Can't see it. Can't see it. I want to do it that way. I gotta cut it. I gotta cut it from that side, or I can mark it on the other side. Just her going here. Her going. I left a little bit. Burning it means it's probably hot. Lots long, but we're on the right angle. Nope. That's not the one I wanted. That's the one I want right there. I will get you to mark that with my pencil, sweetheart, if I can. See if I cannot mess this up. Want to take a pencil? I'm going to put that like that.
Do you want me to hold it when you do?
Nope, just a second. I'm going to get on my line. Mark that for me, please. Please. Okay. I don't feel like that's going to be enough, but let's do a little bit at a time so I get it done right. That's not a saw, that's a chipper. Oh, way too, still too long. All right, I got the right angle. How much am I too long? Let's just keep cutting it. We'll cut a little bit more. Get my pen. Same angle. Let's cut a little bit off. That's it. Now, we'll try it. I'm gonna have to hook up my grinder to make it. Well, let's cut some more. Let's do it again. Actually, instead of doing that, let's get the grinder rocking and rolling. Now I want it to come out to that edge. Let's take a little bit off at a time. Same. I'm just going with that line and taking it down a little bit, and we'll keep trying it. Still trying to bring it in to get that tip in there, I guess. Take it some more. I feel like it's got to be cut quite a bit more, but I want to go a little at a time. The grinder's sharper than, a little bit more. The grinder's sharper than the saw. You can see I want to take it in there further. Now, there might be a bit of an angle or a bit of a shape I want there. No, we're just going to take it in a bit more. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take it in this far this time. Let's do it. I feel like I'm going to have a better piece. Now, that's not bad there. Just take a little bit off this end. See, it's not fitting right in there. So I'm going to take some off this end. Let's do it. Yep, can you do 20 inches, she said? Sure we can, sweetheart. Sure we can. We're going to take it a little bit further. Just a little bit. Pretty good angle on that, so we'll just keep with it. Keep with it. Keep in mind, all kinds of cars were built with wood. I'm going to go with that. I'm going to go with that right there. That looks good. Probably a little bit. Different angle on that. Probably getting a little bit shy there, actually. Yeah. Now, there is a little bit of an angle on that. Over here, we're good. Okay, we're going to do that. Does that one fit over here? Make it a little bit longer. Let's do it. We'll cut this one. We'll cut this one first. With the saw, I want to cut it maybe this way first. Cut it on this side. That way there I don't have to go left-handed. I can hold it and see it. Clean that up a little bit. I'm gonna go with it. See, that one was a little bit shy on that side, wasn't it? So, man, I'm just right on the money. Like, push it all the way back and it's fine. Got that tip down there, it's fitting good. I'm gonna put it up like that, and I'll shave that off. Okay, sounds good. This one here is shy, 1/8. So we're going to make this 1/8 longer. We'll do this. Stop it. I'm going to just draw it then. Hoping that gives us the right angle. Sand that off. Close. Let's take a little bit off that angle a little bit. Make it fit better. I'm going to leave that like that, and I'll take it off with the grinder. The reason being is I'm happy with it. Now I need a hole. There. And I need a hole. Got to measure that. I'm just going to put that on there, and then I'll measure across. Well, let's see, I could have one crooked, because this is going to be a different length. There. Let's drill one hole at a time, because let's do that. Drill that one there. Now, if you don't like the way I'm doing this, make sure you don't do it the way I'm doing it. Basically, you do it the way you want to do it. Because I'm not working with wood every day, and it's okay. I'm going to drill a hole first, because that's what I'm going to do. So when you're putting this hardwood together, you're going to want 3 drill bits. 3 drill bits. Yeah. One. Just come up a little bit higher. And then we want the countersinker. Got to go easy on the countersinker, because the drill will take off on you. It will. Yeah, this is kind of. I have it nice and tight. See that? You know, I went with the wood because I was thinking that it would be a lot quicker and a lot faster. That's what I thought. But it still does take quite a bit of time to do it either way. It really does. And there still has to be someone to upholster it, you know? Not out of the wood yet. Not even close. There we go. That's how that does that. Cool. Be careful. Don't want to go all the way through. Do not want to go all the way through. I think I want to go just a little bit further on this one. That's fine. Now, this one's on. Let's measure that sucker again. Should be 10 in the center. Yeah, right on that. And 20 on that. Jolene was the mastermind on that one. Wasn't you, baby? He was the mastermind on that one. On the top, I probably should.
Can you just use a square when you? I
can, but like some of this wood here is not flat and square itself. If you know, I've sanded that all off with a DA, and it's like this, or a grinder. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. I'm going to put it on first, and then I'll glue it after. So we'll put it on, we'll screw it on, make it work. Because if I glue it right now, I won't be able to glue the top. So that's what I'm going to do. Let's put this on. One's an 1/8. 1/8 does not bother me. Do we want inside the 20? Yeah. Huh? Okay. Let's do the inside the 20. I'm going to drill a hole. Now. Let's do this one. Inside, did I do it? Yeah. Inside. A little bit further. Let's screw it down. just going to screw it down for now. I'm not going to do the glue because I have to do the top side. Nah, get out of there. That didn't do that good at all, did it? That's not where I want it. Not even close. Don't like that at all. Not even close to where I want it. I think I'm going to have to do that one again. Let's try this one over here and see how this one fits. I have to make a new piece for that side because I'm not happy with it. Not happy with it. As soon as I... Yeah, that was fine. Well, still wants to take it down. Just going to angle that a little bit more and bring it up. Let's take this off. Yeah, I want to bring that up some. I have to. I'm hoping that I didn't mess that up. Hoping. Hoping. There we go. There we go. Awesome. Now we can do that. I'm happy with that. I'll bring that up like that. Beautiful. Now this one here is not doing what I want it to do. I got too much angle off the back side. Can you see that? As I hold that up there, see that? Got too much angle off that back side. So I'm going to make a new one real quick. Good thing I got some left. Thanks, Derek. Appreciate it. Derek gave me a little extra, he did. So I'm going to make it a little bit. I'm going to do. Put that on there like that. That on there like that. And I want some on the back side of it, did I not? To stand it up higher?
Yeah. Like
that? Yes. I hope. Ah! Don't like cutting it off that way. It is what it is. I don't like cutting it that way. Let's do it the other side. Let's do it this way. I want some on the back of it, did I not, sweetheart? And then I want it to come down to here. Because I want it to stand up more, did I not? And I'll cut it with, do it with the, that's way too much. But I'd rather have way too much than not enough. Cross your fingers. Cross your fingers. That's better. Just knock a little bit off the top. Just a little bit. Yeah. That's where it's going. The reason it's going there is because that's where I want it to go. Good. Let's do our holes again. All right, our screw can go through. Is it going to hit that hole though? Nope. It might, and it might not. Now I'm going to just put that down the back side because I'm going to knock that off the grinder on the top side. So I'm happy with that. Let's get another, see if we can't screw another hole for the screw to go into. I like it like the way it is right now. I want that there and I want that there because that's got a little bit around it. I'll knock that off, knock that little bit off, and then it'll be nice and just like the other side. Shining my knuckle up. Let's do this. Get down. Get down. Now, we're good there. Fantastic. Now we got her. Just move down a little bit there. Bring that up, that'll be fine. Now, let's measure this. We've got outside, 20. We're basically right on the money. I think we're screw the hole out of that. We're right on the money, baby. Wow. Let's do it. Screw this one first. See when it comes through. Let's do the countersink one. Nice. Not using wood all the time, so it's new for me. Oh, don't want to do that. Don't want to go too far in. Don't do that, Chetty. Don't do that. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let the screw haul that in when it comes time. So I'm going to pull these out. Pull them out. Let's leave that like that. Pull this out. Let's do some glue. Probably lots. It's okay. Better have more than not enough. Come down through the drill to come back out, or the screw. Nice. Now I want that. Let's put this other one on. We'll do a measurement first, and then we'll do it. I might have to put the drill through that piece. I would hate to see it crack like Derek says. You know, go through all this work and then mess one up and crack one. Put that in there. There we go. Got glue on the top side. Beautiful. Let's do our measurement again. 20. I'm 20 and an 8 there. I'm 20. Right on the money there. I think I'm gonna nail it. I think I'm gonna put this drill bit through just so I don't cause any issues. Just want to look at it before I see it. I'm gonna do this one. Let's put a screw in it. Nice. Got a little extra there? Don't care. Reason being is I'm going to round it off a little bit. Make it nice and right. Now, let's do the measurement. I like this one here. I'm thinking I might have, or an eighth. And an eighth is basically nothing to me. Nothing. Beautiful. You are, Jolene. Beautiful. Alrighty, we're tight and right. Let's just take a look. That's where our window's going. Gorgeous. Alright, this is what I'm going to do here. I'm just going to round this off a little bit right here. This is like anything. I want a little shape on everything, so that's giving me a little bit of shape. You know, that right there is giving me a little bit of shape. What it's giving me. I'm going to leave the center. I'm going to leave the center because it's going to give me shape. Take a little bit of sandpaper, knock that off. I will fill that after with something, and then knock this off. So now we've got a place to run our metal, and we've got a place for our window. And what I mean by that, we got a piece of metal coming over here. Close that off. We got a piece coming over here, and it strengthens that roof up real tight and right. We got a little bit of shape to that, what I'm happy with. I'll knock a little bit off this one. Just feeling it. Be careful rubbing that wood. I'll get a splinter in my finger. Wood festers out, so if you get a splinter in a piece of wood will fester out, and a piece of steel will go in. So, you know, generally you do not wear like a piece of wood. If you get stuck in your finger, it'll fester and come out. A piece of steel festers and goes in. All right, we got that basically put together for the back window. We've got two pieces on each side here, nailed down to hold the roof down. We're basically complete with everything with the roof so far. Now, I'm going to take some of this. This is the color we got. Where's the color say? You see the color where it says? Golden oak. That's what we got. I don't know if you need to shake that or not, but I'm going to put it on with a rag, and I'm going to get a screwdriver to open it up. We're going to wipe some on, see how it goes. I've changed my mind back and forth, but you know what? I'm allowed. And you are too. And you are too. Your project, you get to do anything you want. And remember, all kinds of cars have got wood. So this is no different than any other car. Let's do this. I'm going to start on the outside first, just to see what happens. I'm not going to see any of that, so that's where you'd want to start. Ooh, that looks nice, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. I have a little thing that we bought at the antique store. Oh, I like that. Not going to see any of that. Not going to see any of it, but I want to do it just to. Man, that looks good. You see right through that. See that filler there. We haven't got fiberglass filler on. Anything else? That's beautiful. Mm-hmm. I might have to do something with the places I got covered because that really looks good. I'm real stoked with that color. I got some stain going on those chrome pieces, but I don't think it's going to hurt it any. I'll just wipe it off. Just a wipe off thing ideal, I think. Not sure what the inside, the white filler is going to look like. Have no idea. It's probably going to turn white. But I do have a couple, I don't know what they are. They're some kind of rolling apparatus that you can roll on this bad boy, and it will give you the effect of wood. Probably a lot of people have seen it on the internet before, no doubt in my mind. Let's see what happens. Well, that now, would you? That looks good. That don't look. Let's see what happens. Watch out, what this stuff on here. Don't look too bad, does it? You know what I'm trying to say? Don't want to get runs in it. Don't want to get runs in anything, to be honest with you. But it happens. Not sure, to be honest with you, with that. On that white filler. We have to do something there. I might have to get out the old paintbrush and do a faker on her, if you know what I'm trying to tell you. And what I mean by faker is just try to make it look like wood. And it's just a matter of taking a paintbrush and trying to make it look like that. Put a darker color on, then put a lighter color on, and see what happens. We've got two different colors of wood here, so you can see that going on. Or I can. And that's okay. I've got some darker stuff, a darker stain, and I could rub the darker stain over it real quick. Who knows? See what happens. You stick with us and you might see. Now, to me, on the inside of that car, that wood looking like that, I would not want to paint that. That looks too nice. To me, I thought about painting it, and the reason being is because of the filler. But the way that looks right now, like, I'm just kind of not with painting it. To be honest with you, it looks too nice. What do you think, Jolene? Like the color of it?
Yeah, I do.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's beautiful. Not as beautiful as you, but it's beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. So after we stain it and we get all, get it all looking the way we want it to look, then it's on to the metal and the fabric. We have to go get the fabric, and I'm going to ask for Jolene's help on that because she's really good at that sort of stuff. I think she is anyways. This is basically the area that you're not going to see, and that's okay, but it has to all be done, or I'm thinking it should be all be done. And I don't mind the different colors. I don't mind it. It looks nice. Gorgeous, I say. Gorgeous. Now I'm going to have to flip this over to get what we're going to see. The underneath is what we're going to see. The top part is just what it's going to look like underneath the cloth. The bottom is what we're going to see, the underneath. And we're going to flip it and do that side too also. think this is much easier than painting it. Much easier. And like you say, it's my party and I get to cry if I want to. So if I want to change colors or change the way I'm doing it, you're more than welcome to change too. The old fella that lived here told me I can change anytime you want to, son. I said, right on. Never thought of that. Never thought of that. His ashes are even sprinkled on the property. Bud Fields. He was a good person. He was good to me anyways. That's what I'm going to say. He was good to me. I don't know how he was to everybody else, but I have nothing but good to say about him. He was a character, that's for sure. He was a character. It doesn't take much, that stain, to make something look like something, does it? I imagine everybody bought a quart of that, has some left over, don't they? Unless they were doing the kitchen cabinets at Derek's place. Just going to set that there. Going to flop that bad boy upside down. Beautiful. Yeah, let's do this. Not going to see the side that I just done. The underneath is what we're going to see. We won't see the underside of the front, but that's okay. Let's do it. Yeah, we won't see this part because it's up on the... I still even got some to sand off there, but that's okay. I can restain it at any time. Some places are going to be material hitting it. And you have to think about it. How many times do you look up and look at your headliner? How many times you do that? Especially when you're driving. That's nice. That's beautiful. I find I'm not sure which one is which, but the darker wood is the better looking wood, is it not? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I've got some darker stain over there. So what I'm going to do is I might touch the lighter places and see what happens. It's just going to move them because it wants to. No, I kind of like the imperfections, you know what I mean? I like the imperfections in it. Shows what went into it. Excuse me, baby. So hopefully tomorrow, we'll see, hopefully tomorrow we can get a headliner put in it. And that's just making the metal patterns and that's making the metal patterns and stapling them on. And it's nothing that was shown to me. It's just something that I've thought up ourselves as we're doing it. It's just something that I'm thinking that would be easy and it would work. And the reason being is, in order to get a roof or a fabric put on the top, that's going to take time in itself, let alone doing the headliner. So if we can cut one of them out, do one of them ourselves, makes it better, I think. Sure it does. I probably could sand a little bit off there, and I can still sand it off even though it's stained. It does not matter if it's stained or not, I still can sand it off. Like I said, at any point in time, you can do anything you want with it. I would think that I would sand a little bit off that because it's not fitting perfect. You want a red headliner? Would red look good in it?
Probably.
Huh?
Might.
Just like a stiletto? Now, I have some darker stuff over here, or I had some darker stuff. I want to put the cover on that. And the reason, I still got to sand that off, but that's okay. I'll just come back and sand it on and put more stain on it. Nothing to it. Nothing to it. Nice. I had some over here, I tried it. This is really dark stuff here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to wipe a lighter spot and see what happens. What did we stain with this?
The floor of the 38 Ford.
Ah, now, let's try it right here.
Yeah.
Go easy, Chetty. That's not bad. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Maybe
What do you
if
think?
we get those wood things.
Yep, we
We
got
can
the.
just put the dark impression in it.
We can, yeah. Like I said, we have some. I'm going to leave that for now. Well, I kind of like it a little darker than I do lighter. What do you think? Just wiping that off. We'll leave that for now. I think what we'll do is we'll have the impression things over here, and then I may be able to see what happens. I'm going to leave that alone. I'm hoping that the material is going to come up around that anyways on that part. Nice. I think what I'll do is I'll leave it. I'll stain it again. And then maybe I'll see if I can get that in wood impression thing. It's just kind of, you put it on, you kind of roll through it as we do it. And then we'll go from there. I'm going to flip this back over. Actually, I want to put it back on the car. You want to help me put it back on the car? Just for shits and giggles. It's not going to hurt nothing. Can't see it. I'm just going to wipe that off. Wipe that darker stuff off to bring it around a little bit, but I'm going to put it back on. Dun, dun, dun. I'm going to pick that bad boy up with my hands. If you want to go to the other side, sweetie pie. Just don't bring it over too fast, that's all. I have to get my head out of the way. Beautiful, set that right down in there. Second, I just want to see if we can get our pieces. Oh, you're inside there. Perfect. Beautiful. That fits. Gorgeous, gorgeous. I say, gorgeous. I might sand that darker stuff off because I can sand that darker stuff off, and the reason I can sand it off is because it's filler. But I really do. Okay, that's filler on that. Sweet! Awesome. Now we got a back window framed in it. We've got the hold downs in the back that are going to be there. We're basically ready for the headliner. And the headliner is the aluminum with the fabric glued to aluminum face down, going in towards the car. It might be nice if we got the same color material as that and had the dark brown against the lighter brown. And I do not mind any of the wood filler that's in there now. I do not mind it. Do not mind it. Sometimes the imperfection is where the art's at. Once it gets covered, then we would probably see. And also I can go in there with a paintbrush and try to make them look a little darker. Pretty basic stuff, you know. It's done every day. I want to thank everybody for coming back and watching. I really appreciate it. We continued on the roof because that's what we had to do. We can only show you what we're doing. That's all we can show you. All the stuff on the outside here with the green and stuff that's going to be covered. You're not going to see that whatsoever. You're not going to see this. I know that's really beautiful there, but you're just not going to see it. You're going to see it on the inside though. When you look up in there, you're going to see the wood. Beautiful. Let's give you 60.
Tina.
Alrighty, everybody. Thanks a lot for coming back. I really appreciate it. Things are going really well with this. I like it all. Have a great day. Thanks all the good people and throwing the good comments. I really appreciate it. You're the ones that keep us rocking and rolling. Thank you very much. Get back tomorrow. We'll be here.